It's good. No viewers yet. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Radical Leftist Agenda? Nice to see you in the chat. I'm just trying this out. I think I tried live streaming maybe once, maybe twice. So I've kind of been waiting to, yo, what's up, Les Bones? How's it going? I'm just trying this out for a second. I'm actually probably not going to be live streaming until I get like 100 followers. But let's see. I'm streaming on Twitch right now. I'll probably join you in a second. I just wanted to try out Restream, the Restream platform, and I just connected to Twitch and Twitter. Cool. Yeah, I connected Twitch and Twitter to Restream, so I'm just seeing how that looks like. And I'm hoping that Troll. All right, I'm getting comments from Periscope. So I'm going to overlay the chat here. Yeah, I'm deciding if I'm going to upgrade to the paid version at some point. But I'm hoping that Troll comes on to the chat because I really would love to give him a piece of my mind, especially after a really hectic work week, especially on a Friday when my boss gave me like additional shit to do that I'm not going to do till next week. Damn, I got 4 followers. This is epic. Okay. So my bad, guys. I'm gonna screen share a window. All right. So, did you get your jab, Cottonmouth? No. Well, I've gotten all my jabs in the past, just not the. If not, Twitch will fire you. Yeah. Well, they can. If Twitch wants to see my vaccine records, they can ask my mom. Okay, you are fired. All right, I am fired from Twitch, says Cottonmouth63. All right, well, show them on the screen now. Oh, actually, yeah. Vax passport. Here's my Vax card. So here's my Vax card. Official, legit. Turn off follower only chat. You made me follow. Oh, what's up, DFKGF? Okay, yeah, I'm new to Twitch. Yeah, you just missed it. I just showed my papers. Yeah, I'm new to Twitch, guys. I've never streamed on there. This is the first time I'm streaming on Twitch and Twitter. So this is an experiment. Thank you guys for joining. My papers are in the mail, I think. I was ending my stream. RLA, did you like do that thing where you like send everyone to me? Because if you did, thank you, and I appreciate it. Yeah, yep, Les Bones. I'm switching. I'm not switching, but I am live streaming from Twitch as well. I've been near Guantanamo Bay before. I haven't been there like in prison, but I've been to Cuba. And it's not what they'll tell you. Okay. So on Wednesday, I went to this mask mandate thing, protest. Hang on, let me bring up the thing. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. Let me set up. Damn. Hey guys, I really appreciate all you guys following my live stream. This has only been on here for a couple of minutes, and I'm having a lot of fun. So thank you guys for coming, all 5 of you. All right, so yeah, I went to this thing. I posted it. On my YouTube channel. It was a mask mandate thing. It was hot as balls. It was not just. It wasn't just like right wingers, which was what I expected. Cottonmouth. As long as you don't do some shady shit, I won't block you. Or if you call me fat or something, I might block you. Just kidding. All right, sorry. I have like a one-track mind right now, so it's hard to multitask and try to keep to your comments. I'm a Tea Party conservative, so I'm out of place here. No, Cottonmouth, you are in the right place. As long as you're not a Dem or a regular Republican, I think you're in the right place. All right, let me. Ah, damn. Okay, I'm using Brave as a browser, and it doesn't like. I think it's not the best for. Your backpack looked like a dinosaur, but I can't see you. Do you feel brave? uh, yeah, I feel brave for sure. Please update system permissions to allow recording for the browser. Fuck. Okay, I can't really. Please update system permissions. All right, sorry guys. I'll be trying to share my screen with you guys, but it's not allowing me to. Maybe I have to upgrade to the paid version of this restream thing. Yeah, this is just a test stream, so knew there was going to be some issues with it. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Friday. Upgrade. Yeah, I do need to upgrade my computer. For sure. I can't really edit my videos from like my GoPro because the files are too large and there's shit like no. Mm, nah, I'm not using Twitch Studio. I don't know what that is. I'm on Restream. I'm using Restream.io. I don't have a PC. I've used Mac pretty much my whole life. I think I got my first Mac in like fourth grade. Because Mac crack. Yeah. I stopped using PC because I would get viruses from the things I was doing when I was in fourth grade. I won't go into detail on what I was looking at, but I would get a bunch of viruses, and my dad just got a MacBook. I think it was called a PowerBook 4 or something like that. It was my first Mac, and I've been, yeah, yep, um, yeah, fourth grade, kind of figuring out what happens, what I'm into. Yeah, I usually wear glasses, but I've been wearing them all day, so I'm like, my nose kind of hurts from wearing them. And with these headphones, I can't really like wear glasses at the same time for too long because like I get kind of like a migraine kind of thing. Oh, figured it out. Okay, I'm not really sure what I did, but this is the protest I went to on Wednesday. It was brought on by Fee for Vaccine. Where's the doggy? Gumby. He's coming right now. Gumby. His name's Gumby. I don't know where he went. Hold up. Let me show you guys my dog. He turned 6 on Monday. He's a good boy. Can you guys see him? I'll put him more in some of my other streams. He's ready to go outside, so I'll keep this short. Anyways, yeah, I went to this protest on Wednesday in Sacramento. Thought it was going to be like, just right wingers, but there was actually a lot of like firefighters, cops, teachers, moms, dads, all sorts of like normal people. There was obviously like a bunch of Trumpers there, but it wasn't all Trumpers. Nurses, like all sorts of people. It was actually pretty cool. Let's see. This was like the name of the protest, California's Last Stand. I guess, Joe Biden did his thing, so we'll see what happens. But I bring this up because I got a little sheet of paper from this lady, and I just wanted to live stream like this article that she told me to look into. Basically, what she was explaining to me was that the California government has basically been manufacturing our water crisis. Let me see if I can find the paper because I don't really want to read through this article and do like research, but we all know that there's a fucking drought. Hang on. All right, so this lady gave me. You mean non-communists? No, there was a bunch of communists actually at the event. Um, there was a bunch of granola hippies at the event too. A lot of like just people who are against corporations, because that's really what this is, right? It's a power grab for medical pharmaceutical corporations to sell their shit and have people be mandated to buy their things. But this lady gave me this little piece of paper. I don't know if you can read it, but it basically what she said is that Newsom, the Democrats have been manufacturing our water crisis. So they've been like purposefully releasing water out of all of our reservoirs. So if you guys remember, what she was telling me is that in 2017 or something, there was like a really huge California got like really massive amounts of waterfall, and then there was like super bloom. If you remember that, if you live in California, there was like crazy super bloom happening. Oh, I'm actually not sharing this article anymore. Hold up. All right, so here, hopefully you can see that. That's better. Yeah, that super bloom happened. So that year we had that rainfall collected enough water, is what she was telling me, to Whipple Dingle Weedle Puffin. What's up? I saw you in Sabby Sab's um, stream. Thanks for joining. We're up to 7 people. We should sell you guys water, dude. We'd love your water, especially if it's like Kagan water. If you can make that like alkaline, perfect. But anyways, what this lady was telling me was that our government, the California government, is basically purposefully letting out water out of our reservoirs to cause a drought, to cause a food shortage, which kind of like made me think about, like the Great Reset and like manufactured shortages a little bit. So again, I was talking about this, but I'm not going to really reread this full article, but maybe I'll do like a real video about it, not just talk about it on live stream. But this lady like was like, yeah, like the government is manufacturing our water crisis. We had enough water for like 10 years from that rainstorm in 2017, but the government releases it, so there's a shortage of water, so people like use less of it, and we can have a food shortage. So kind of crazy. Bottled water is a hoax. Water expensives. Yeah, they need to work on some sort of systems for that. Yeah, that's what the lady was telling me. Like they're purposely letting the water out, and if you drive up like the 5 on California, the 5 interstate or the 5 freeway, whatever you want to call it, there's signs all over the 5 talking about the manufactured crisis, water shortages caused by the Democrats, obviously because they've been running this state for over 40 years, and they're straight up the reason for all the problems, right? So corrupt. Newsom be gone. Newsom will steal the election. Dems are good at it. They have a lot of practice. Definitely Cottonmouth. I'm definitely voting. I already voted yes on the recall. I voted for Michael Loebs of the California National Party. It seemed, I think there was a lot of good options. Obviously, like no one like big named as a candidate for the recall. But Michael Loeb's looked the most interesting to me because he was very like tied with kind of like Bernie Sanders types politics, but independent. I think he said he was a socialist at some point, but basically, a lot of the points that he talks about in some of the interviews, he was on Bad Faith podcast, but he was on. If you look up Michael Loeb's, he's on some other like smaller um, podcasts, like some YouTube channel. I think it's called like California Dream. Look up that. Look that up if you want to learn more about this guy in the California National Party. But basically, what their focus is just improving California as a whole. And they are into, or like the main goal of the California National Party is for California to leave the Union and become its own country. So it can have its own trade negotiations, with countries. It could like dictate itself where it wants to go. It can like act on climate change and all the things that Californians really care about. But we can't really do much because the United States is blocking us from being the progressive state that we want to be. Definitely outruled. So yeah, go take a look at Michael Loeb's interviews. He has a really strong argument about just focusing on California since it is the biggest state as far as population goes, and we have like zero representation in the House. And he basically wants he wants several things. Ultimately, for California to become its own state or own country, but he also wants to expand like the districting in California. So right now, I think there's like 53 districts in California. He wants to make it so every I don't remember word for word for what he said, but he wants to expand representation. So like um, every like 100,000 people has a representative, something like that. So it would move it from like over like 50 something representatives to like 400 and something representatives. And like that's what he would push, which would make a vote from California in the House way more valuable. And we can actually like shift um, the where we're going for this country if we had more representation in California, because right now we have equal representation, but it's obviously not equal because we have like the biggest population, right? Lockdowns. The workers must take over. I don't know how people do this, like stream and look at the comments and stuff like that, because it's honestly a little distracting, and I say that in the best way because I want to be part of your guys' conversation, but I'm also trying to stream and have like my own little like discussion with myself. But anyways, uh, yeah, that is the problem. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know how these. I think like once you get to um, a channel size like Jackson Hinkle or Savvy Sabs or one of these people that are like their channels are growing crazy, it's probably less of a problem because the chats are just going so fast. So you can't really pay attention to it. But obviously for like a small little channel like myself, I want to read all your guys' comments and participate in the conversation. Um, how do you? Oh yeah. See, I don't know what's. I probably missed it. You can talk to us. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you. And I think there's like I think there's like a little bit of a delay with what I'm using this Restream. I've been pretty consistent though, since I started. It's been like 7 followers for the longest. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you can start sharing this thing, that'd be awesome, especially on Twitch. Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate talking to all you guys in the other chats. Next time you stream, thanks. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Maybe I'll start streaming more. Like I said, like once I get to like 100 followers, I think I'll be like, okay, let me like live stream. But seven people watching this channel across 3 platforms. I think that's pretty. I'm pretty impressed with myself and my reach. Um, I got notifications. Awesome. I seem conservative. I got like Nelson Mandela back here. I got Nelson Mandela poster. Like I have like 2 versions of the Communist Manifesto in this library right here. I'm far from being conservative for sure. Although like I did grow up in SoCal, and the first person I ever voted for, I forgot, but whoever, I think it was John McCain, and I'm just going to admit that right now. First person I ever voted for was John McCain because that's what my parents wanted. Uh, I grew up in a Republican household, so I just did what they did. But to be very fair, I only thought that there was 2 parties my whole life until the first time I voted. The first time I voted, I noticed the Green Party and like Libertarian Party and all these other parties on the ballot, and I was like, why didn't they fucking teach us this? And in school, they told us there was 2 parties. So the first time I voted was like the first time I was enlightened to other parties, and I've been voting third party ever since. Um, ever since. So I never voted for Obama, and I'm very glad I never did. I unfortunately did vote for John McCain, but also or whatever McCain guy. I kind of like I knew that fool wasn't going to win. And I saw the energy for Obama, but I always wanted to be like the outcast, like counterculture person. So I was like, I'll just vote for whatever my parents are doing, and it's like against the grain. I guess I was like thinking about it as like underdog kind of thing. So yeah, but after that, 2008, first time I voted, um, been voting third party ever since. So last couple times, obviously, I voted Green Party. Or the last 3 presidential elections after 2008, voted for the Green Party. Um, I only switched to Democrat to vote for Bernie in 2016 and to vote for Bernie last time. We all know what happened. So, but I registered to be a Democrat only to vote in the primary. Then I switched back. Right now, I'm registered with the People's Party. Um, I volunteered a little bit after this convention with the People's Party, and I've been actually like thinking about doing this stream a little bit about my experience with the People's Party over like the last year because I don't know, I stopped volunteering just because I think the critique that everyone has is that it's like super unorganized, and I think it is, but also I think it's pretty fair to be unorganized when you don't know what you're doing. I think there's like new leadership from this like brand new Congress people coming into the People's Party, so maybe like they bring structure to the organization a little bit. So I don't dismiss the People's Party right now. I will do a real video about my experience volunteering with them. I was actually one of the leaders of one of the circles, but I literally just pieced out. And by pieced out, I mean like I deleted Slack off my phone, the Slack workspace off my phone and my computer. I was just like overwhelmed. That's really what it was. And like, I was just like, I'll come back to this if it becomes popular. Um, so yeah, so I see PSL all the time when I'm like out at protests. And I've thought about like when I was like getting a little bit more engaged with People's Parties when I like started at least noticing PSL. But I was like, they seem like DSA because they all wear red. And if you're just going to be a communist, just join the communists, like one of the communist parties, is my take. But, you know, PSL does a lot of good. They are definitely good at organizing people. And they, you know, they're one of the few, unlike DSA, who supports like Cuba and like actual like social shit. But kind of been I've felt a little distaste from PSL ever since they told people to vote no on the recall. I saw them post that. Also, I saw this like Jose Cortez or something like that. Some guy from PSL running for Congress in like San Diego or something. Jose Cortez, I think is his name. I I posted something on DSA LA uh, kind of calling them out about being like fake socialists for not supporting an actual socialist on the recall ballot because there's several socialists on the recall ballot. They posted that there's no qualified candidate, so vote no and like leave the question two blank or something like that. And then I posted like, why don't you support some real socialist? And I talked about dude Dennis Richer or something, the Worker Socialist Workers Party. And someone like responded saying like, "Oh, he's like a transphobe or something because of some like comment he made about having like women's sports, like biological women in like only in women's sports, which I don't think is that transphobic. I don't think it's transphobic at all. At honestly, I think you know like biologically, it makes sense. Like that's all I'm gonna say. But like I don't think it's transphobic to say that you know like girls in high school sports should play high school sports like in a league on its own. So like you know it's a gray area. I don't know, but I definitely don't think that's transphobic to say. If you if you're like a feminist and you if you're like a feminist and you believe in equality for women, like I think they should, you know, I think it's unfair to say you're transphobic if you don't want um, someone who identifies as a woman now to like be excluded just because of that. Like, you know, there's other leagues or something. Like there's definitely other routes to take, but like to say someone's transphobic, I think dismisses that like women young girls in sports like should have their own, like be able to compete against their biological counterparts. I think that's fair. Yeah. Anyways, that dude Cortez liked it, so and he's from PSL, which it was just that didn't really bother me. But what really bothered me was that like PSL is supporting um, no in the recall. I think that's weird. Yeah. Room Josh Davis, what's up? Thanks for joining. I'm actually gonna start to wrap this up um, in a little bit, but I'm trying. I just wanted to test streaming on Twitch and Periscope, and I don't really stream live because I don't have that many followers. But if you guys can share and get me to like 100, I'll stream live more. But yeah, again, if you say, guys, I'm not opposed to anyone who had any trans people. I support them in every way. I just don't think it's transphobic to want. I just don't think it's transphobic of what Dennis Richards said of having young girls participate in their own league with their own biological counterparts. I don't think that's transphobic at all. Because like he followed it up in this article. Yeah, he followed it up with this article. If there's any discrimination against trans folk, that he's 100% against that. So it's literally like the next sentence. It's literally the next sentence saying like if they're being discriminated against like housing and all this stuff, but like that's like saying. I think the point is saying like if there's a let's say like you can't go to this party because everyone has to wear a green shirt to go, and that's like that's the rules of the party, and you have to wear a green shirt. It's a green shirt party, and you come with a red shirt or like something like that, and you can't be like, dude, the rules are green shirts. So like you can't come in because you're wearing a red shirt. So that's kind of like I think about it, and maybe it's not the best way to describe it, but anyways, I'm probably that's enough about this topic. This shit's gonna get clipped or something, and I hope none of you guys clip this. But if it gets me more followers, cool. But 100%, 100%, I agree with anyone's way to identify with themselves, and I think that's that. Let's see. All right, guys. I've been streaming for almost 40 minutes, rambling. Um, I have to go and get dinner, but I will see you guys on the chats later if there's any streams happening later tonight. Probably be on them. Tomorrow, I'm going to the End the Damn Wars protest in Sacramento. They're happening. I'm sure everyone knows they're happening across the United States. So find your local one and go to it. Support the action. Meet some cool people. But I will be recording at the event tomorrow on my GoPro, and I'll clip something up and have it out sometime next week, maybe on Sunday, depending on what happens on Saturday. But I will definitely have that video coming soon. Live footage from the End the Damn Wars protest in Sacramento that starts at 10 a.m. I think. Yeah, thanks guys. What's for dinner? I don't know. I think maybe sushi. Maybe sushi or some sort, maybe Thai food. I am not really sure yet, but I'll get something good. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna peace out, and yeah, thanks for following. Share the video. And thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the other chat rooms. Gumbo. Yeah, my dog's gonna have a good dinner too. He's gonna eat any leftovers I have. Later, guys. Bye.